بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم لله خزائن السماوات والأرض. To Allah belongs the treasures of the heavens and the earth. وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلمها إلا هو. With him are the keys of the unseen. No one knows but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The most gracious, the most kind, the almighty, the most powerful, the eternal, the everlasting, the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the ever-listening, the highest, the most exalted, the most beneficent, the most forgiving. O Allah, forgive us, our parents, our relatives, our community, our entire ummah, all the believing men and women, the living and the dead. Ameen. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Khaliq, such creator who creates without a sample, without factories, without help from anyone. Allah who created the first tree without a tree, the first man without a man, the earth without earth, and the moon without moon. Then Allah is Raziq, the provider. If you bring all the humanity from the first to the last, and jinns, from the time of Adam and Eve till the last person on earth, and people from hundreds of different nationalities speaking thousands of languages, and billions of people in all the creations, and if they ask Allah in their own languages, there will be no lines, no waiting, because Allah knows all the languages, and in a moment of time, Allah can listen to all of their supplications and prayers, and Allah can grant them whatever they are asking. Food, shelter, clothing, house, jobs, cars, health, wealth, safety, honor, protection, gold, silver, diamonds, peace of mind, contentment of heart. After giving and providing the whole creation their needs, it does not decrease anything in the kingdom of Allah. The example is, you dip a finger or a needle in the ocean and see how much water decreases. Treasures of Allah are limitless. Treasures of Allah are infinite. Those do not decrease with time or spending. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Sami' and Basir. Allah looks at the entire creation at the same time and listens to the sounds and speech of all the creation at the same time. No other sound or darkness or rock or wall or roof or underground or ocean can hide anything from Allah. Allah is Alim and Khabir. Allah knows what is in the heart and mind of the entire creation. Allah knows the past, present, and future, life and death, health and sickness, happiness and sorrow, success and failure, all in the complete control of one Allah. If you take all the trees on the earth and make them pens and pencils to write, and take all the oceans and make them ink to write, all the trees will finish and all the oceans will finish, but you will not be able to describe the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look at the miracles in the human body. Every day, several 100,000 babies are coming to this world. Every baby growing up, a different, unique face, a different, unique sound, a different, unique fingerprints. There are causes of love. We love someone who is very knowledgeable and powerful and beautiful and generous and merciful. Allah gives knowledge to all the knowledgeable people on the earth, and Allah gives power to the powerful people on the earth, and Allah gives beauty to most beautiful faces on earth, and Allah gives mercy to millions of mothers. The height and peak of all the knowledge, power, resources, beauty, generosity, and mercy in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your best friend from Alam Arwah to this temporary life and to the grave, to Barzakh, to the day of judgment and Akhirah. Your best friend and protector and wali, no other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Purpose of life is ta'alluq ma Allah, seeking pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look at the stories of prophets. Ibrahim alayhi salam was thrown in fire, and Allah ordered the fire to become cool and safety for Ibrahim. Kuni bardan wa salaman ala Ibrahim. And Ibrahim alayhi salam was asked to leave his wife Hajar and small baby boy Ismail alayhi salam in the desert of Makkah. At that time, no vegetation, no water, no fruits. But how Allah protected them and provided Zamzam water, not only for their living, but for millions of Hajis to come in thousands of years later. The Zamzam water, this is the royal gift from Allah. Ibrahim alayhi salam made dua, "O Allah, give them fruits to eat. Warzuqhum minas samarat." Look for thousands of years how all the beautiful fruits from all over the world are rushing towards Makkah Mukarramah. Review the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam. رب اغفر لي وهب لي ملكا لا ينبغي لأحد من بعدي. My Lord, forgive me and give me a kingdom that you don't give to anyone after me. Allah gave him the rule over the air, rule over jinns, rule over birds, and the ability to learn, to understand the language of the birds and ants. And throne of Suleiman would travel 1 month journey in morning and evening. This is royal gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah who can make impossible possible. When a ship is sinking or a plane is crashing or when earthquake comes, may Allah save us from all calamities. Ameen. When a patient is in the hospital in the ICU, when doctors and medical science and all the human understanding comes to an end that we cannot help, the whole creation turns to Allah because Allah can make impossible possible. Allah can give safety when there is no hope for it. Allah can give cure and health and shifa when there is no hope for it. Allah can give sustenance and children when there is no hope for it, and Allah can give life when there is no hope for it. Human being, insan, is a traveler in this universe and this world for a short amount of time. There are some mistakes that human beings make in their life. Study the Quran, the word أكثر الناس. أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون، أكثر الناس لا يعلمون، أكثر الناس لا يعقلون، أكثر الناس لا يشكرون. Most of the people don't even believe, they don't understand, they don't give thanks to Allah. Most of the people, they spend their time, their efforts, the energy, the focus on man-made plans and prescriptions and intellectual thoughts and means and resources and shapes and forms of the seen system and cause and effect. But at the same time, they don't put attention to fulfill those conditions which bring guaranteed success from Allah's unseen, limitless, infinite treasures to solve the problem. What are the promises of Allah? Study the Quran and Ahadith. Promises on dhikr and ibadat, remembrance and worship. فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ. You remember me, I will remember you. Promises on shukr, gratitude. لَإِن شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ. If you are thankful, I'll give you more. If you are beautiful, if you have good living, and you have good children, make shukr. Allahumma lakal hamd wa lakal shukr. Hadha min fadli rabbi. Masha Allah, la quwwata illa billah. Allahumma zid fazid. Allahumma barik alayh. The beauty, the knowledge, the living, the ni'mah, the blessings will increase, insha'Allah. Promises of Allah on Iman and Taqwa. ولو أن أهل القرى آمنوا واتقوا لفتحنا عليهم بركات من السماء والأرض. If the people of the towns had believed and had taqwa, piety, righteousness, surely we should have opened upon them blessings from the heavens and the earth. Barakat, blessings, najat, safety, rizq, sustenance, ease, and Jannah in life hereafter. The benefits of taqwa. And make tawbah and istighfar, repentance and seeking forgiveness. استغفروا ربكم إنه كان غفارا يرسل السماء عليكم مدرارا ويمددكم بأموال وبنين ويجعل لكم جنات ويجعل لكم أنهارا. In these ayat, 5 promises on making istighfar, that Allah will give you abundant rain, your economy will grow, Allah will increase you in wealth and children, Allah will bestow and plant gardens for you, Allah will flow rivers for you. Promises on dua. وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمُ ادْعُونِي أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ. Your Lord has said, call me, invoke me, I will accept your prayers. Ad-du'a mukhul ibadah. Dua is the essence of worship. Ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah. Dua is worship. And all the du'as are accepted. You get something in this world, or a calamity is removed, or you get something better, or the dua, you'll see the effect in the life hereafter. Even asking the worldly needs, the time is written as worship. So effort of dua. Then making the effort, helping the fellow human beings, dawat and khidmat. In tansurullaha yansurkum. If you help Allah, meaning if you help the deen of Allah, Allah will help you. Irhamu man fil ard, yarhamkum man fis sama. You have mercy on the people on the earth, the one in the heavens will have mercy on you. This lifetime is very precious. Every moment is like a gold coin. There are so many doors of Jannah to go. Countless blessings from Allah. Tijaratan lan tabur. Sure trade gain which will never perish. Sale of good deed is going on. Hasanat of the eyes, the tongue, the ears, the hands and feet. Dawat, khidmat, ibadat, ta'aleem, tabligh, tadris, tasnif, tazkiyah nafs, dhikr, tilawat, dua, tasbihat, sadaqah. Knowledge, learning one ayat of Quran is like praying 100 rakat of nafil salah, and learning one chapter of knowledge like 1000 rakat of nafil salah. Then remembrance of Allah, wala dhikrullahi akbar. Allah's remembrance is the greatest. Baqiyatus salihat, jibalul hasanat, bidiqaiqi ma'dudat. That lots of good deeds, mountains of good deeds in a small amount of time. Then spreading deen, dawat and tabligh. Ad-dallu alal khair kafa'ilihi, the one who invites others to do good as if he is doing those deeds himself. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا وَقَالَ إِنَّنِي مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. Whose speech can be better than the one who invites people towards Allah and does good deeds and says, I am one of the Muslims. And then the effort on our heart, tazkiyah nafs, purification of heart, sidq, ikhlas, haya, taqwa, ihsan. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يُكَفِّرْ عَنْهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِ وَيُعْظِمْ لَهُ أَجْرًا. One who brings taqwa, Allah will remove his sins and will enlarge his reward. Small actions, big reward. Become awliya of Allah. Then the next door is serving humanity, khidmat-e khalq, walking to help a believer, you get the reward of 10 years of itikaf. Looking at parents with love and mercy, you get a reward of Hajj and Umrah. Helping the widows and orphans, you get a reward of Qiyamul Layl, praying whole night and continuous fasting. Now, based on our time and our situation and priorities, make mashwara. Consult your elders and scholars how much time I should devote to what type of good deeds, and increase the purity of heart, the ikhlas, the intention, because the deeds will not be counted on the day of judgment. The good actions will be weighed on the scale of mizan. And be happy on all the good deeds that people are doing around the world. Around the world tonight, how many masajid were built, how many children become hafiz, alim, how many schools and hospitals were established, how many people serving million meals to the people. These people are doing our good deeds without us paying for them. Make dua that Allah increase their hasanat and good deeds and give us tawfiq to do the same. Example of making effort of deen is like a zaitun tree, a fruit tree. Even if people throwing stones, then the fruit tree gives fruit. Become like a cloud, always in motion, always brings pure water, ma'an tahura, but never ask for any bill, because your reward is with Allah. Become like sunshine, always in motion, always bring lights and no bills. Your reward is with Allah. And in mutual life and community and personal life, bring love and compassion for others. إنما المؤمنون إخوة. Verily the believers are brothers. ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خساسة. They give preference to others even though they were in need of those. أذلة على المؤمنين. Humble towards the believers. رحماء بينهم. Merciful among themselves. فاعفوا واسفحوا. But forgive and overlook. idfa billati hiya ahsan. Repel the evil with the one which is better. واخفض جناحك للمؤمنين. Be kind to believers in humbleness. فاصفح الصفح الجميل. Overlook their faults with gracious forgiveness. To join human hearts together, join ties and relations with those who break it with you. Silman qata'ak. Forgive those who do wrong to you. Wa'fu amman zalamak. And do good with those who do bad to you. Wa'ahsin man asa'a ilayk. Afshu salama baynakum. Spread salam. Make ikram. Tahadu, tahabu. Give gifts to each other. Avoid backbiting, criticizing, finding faults, and unnecessary arguments. Join the hearts together and punctual in good deeds, and worry and concern for the welfare of the whole humanity and desire for the life hereafter. Preparing and help everyone prepare for everlasting life hereafter in paradise for believers. Rivers and milk and honey, palaces of gold and silver, where the last and the lowest person gets a kingdom 10 times bigger than this world, where a horse riding under the shade of a tree for 100 years will not be able to pass the shade of one tree, where the tree, their trunks are gold, where the homes and palaces 1 brick of gold and 1 brick of silver, where a tent, a khayma 60 miles high in the sky, made from 1 hollowed pearl. 3 things nobody can achieve in this world. You can ask the kings and the most and the richest people, are you always happy? Are you always healthy? Are you always young? Everybody will say, no, I get old and I have some health issues and I have some worries. But people who go to paradise, no worries, no sickness, no old age, always happy, always healthy, always young. In golden words, it will be written on the sides of paradise: what we sent forward, we found it here. What we left behind, we lost it. Ma qaddamna wajadna. My dear respected brothers, sisters, and elders, the life is so temporary and uncertain, but the hereafter and akhirah is so everlasting and permanent. Shaitan is so deceiving, and Jahannam is so painful, and Jannah is so beautiful. An insan is so humble and weak and faqir and muhtaj, but Allah is so merciful and forgiving. فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where are you going? فَفِرُّوا إِلَى اللَّهِ. Rush towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make a U-turn in life from darkness to light, from asfala safilin, lowest of the low, to khairul bariya, best of the creation. May Allah give us ability and tawfiq to learn the purpose of life and teach it to others, and always be faithful and well-wisher for humanity. آمين. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين آمين آمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.